All right, happy Tuesday. Welcome back to the channel. We've got 7 NBA games. We're going to talk about those and give you my leans and favorite plays. We're going to go over the recap. Good day yesterday. And then we'll get you guys on your way. So all I ask, like, comment, and subscribe. Picks are free. Join the Discord. That is absolutely free. We post plays in there. Hockey, everything you want is pretty much in there. Great group, sweating games in there in the Discord. Pretty fun. All right, first game on the card, Celtics and the Raptors. Don't love this matchup for the Raptors. I know they do tend to play better at home. That said, it's just a terrible matchup all around for them. Give me Celtics minus 10.5. Take the over 225.5. Next game, Cleveland and the Magic. I think it's going to be a good game for the Magic. I think it sets up well for the Magic. Let me put it that way. What I don't know is if they're going to be able to score. So my favorite play is the under 223.5. This is just too much. Orlando does have good D. I think we should see guys like Garland, Struss, even Mobley struggle to score a little bit. So I do like the under 223.5 as my favorite play in this one. But I don't mind Magic plus 7.5, but that under is just too juicy. All right, Spurs and the Pelicans. Spurs on the road without Wemby going up against the Pelicans. Pelicans minus 2.5. Should have the full complement of their team. I like the under 240.5 in this one. I think it's just a little too high. But I would lean Pelicans minus 2.5 at home. Bucks and the Rockets. We see the Bucks getting 3.5. I don't think that's enough personally. I don't love the matchups here, and everything I see just doesn't bode well. So give me the Rockets minus 3.5 in that one. Suns and the Grizzlies. We see the Suns getting 7.5 on the road against the Grizzlies. It's going to be a very fast-paced game. We got an over-under of 246.5. I would have a slight lean towards the under, but I like the Grizzlies to pretty much just go to town on the Suns. So give me the Grizzlies minus 7.5. Hornets and the Warriors. Hornets coming off a back-to-back here. Probably won't see LaMelo. So I don't trust the Warriors minus 16.5. That said, they probably wipe them. I would probably lean towards the over 222.5 in this one. And then last game on the card, definitely game of the night. I mean, Luka playing against his old team. His lines are heavily juiced. But we got Lakers minus 9.5. That feels like a lot. Mavs have actually been playing pretty good ball since they got rid of Luka. Give me the Mavericks plus 9.5. I just think that's way too many points. Over under of 231.5. I think this is going to be a run and gun kind of game. So I would have a very slight lean towards the over, but I like the Mavs plus 9.5. Just feels like too many points tonight. All right, let's get into recap. So we'll recap yesterday. So good day in the NBA. We went 6-2 in the NBA. So we are on a very, very nice NBA run right now. And then in college, we went 3-2. So we had a winning night in college as well. So it was winning night all around. I think we were up almost 4 units. So doing really well. Very happy with how yesterday went. Let's get into our best bets, get you guys on your way. First play on the card, it's going to be Emmanuel Quickly, under 5.5 assists. Boston, number 1 in fewest assists allowed to the point guard position. Dude's only over this in 6 of 18 games. Not like he's been crushing it. Last year when he played him, 0 for 4 to this line. So has not hit this line against Boston in the past year. I like this spot for him. If anything, he's going to be taking a ton of shots. Next play, staying in that same game, give me Derek White over 13.5 points. He's got a very good scoring matchup. Toronto's 19th in terms of points allowed to the guard position. He's over this in 8 of his last 10. He just has a very nice scoring matchup here. So the way his play type is aligns really well to this game. So I love him to go over today. No Holiday, so he will be playing the point guard position. And then we're going to fade Fred. We got to fade Fred. Fred, under 5.5 assists. He's coming off of an injury. I'm not sure if he's going to play his full minutes. Even if he does, I still don't mind this. Milwaukee gives up the 8th fewest assists to guards. If we look at similar players, they've only gone over 1 of 11 versus Milwaukee this season. So I do like Fred to go under. And then moving to the Memphis-Phoenix game, give me Desmond Bane over 10.5 rebounds plus assists. He's been an absolute beast, man. In 2 games against Phoenix this year, he's had 12, and he's over this in 7 of his last 10 games. So he does have a good spot here to get both rebounds and assists. So I do love this spot for him. And then next play, I love this play. Harrison Barnes, I gave this out in the Discord a couple days ago too, but Harrison Barnes over 1.5 3-pointers made, minus 113 on FanDuel. He is over this in 4 of his last 5. He's averaging 6 attempts a game without Wemby. And if we look at games this season where Wemby didn't play, he's over in 5 of 9 games. So he has a beautiful matchup here. Pelicans give up the most threes to his position. So beautiful spot here. And then final play in the NBA, we're going to fade one play in the Dallas Lakers game. I kept trying to find plays, but this is the one that really stood out to me. Dante Exum under 6.5 rebounds plus assists, minus 120 on Bet365. He's only over this in 2 of 9 games this season. So I don't love this spot for him. He's probably going to play about 20 minutes. So I like him to I like to fade him tonight. All right, so let's get into college basketball here. So first play is going to be App State -2 versus Georgia Southern. I played App State the other day and they bit me. I'm going to go right back to them. I think they have a bounce back spot here. That said, Georgia Southern's been playing teams pretty hard at home, but I do think App State gets the job done. Next play is going to be Davidson -2 versus St. Louis. I just think this is a really good spot for Davidson. They're 11-4 at home. St. Louis hasn't been a very good road team. They're 3-7 on the road. So just taking Davidson in the spot. I like them. Next play is going to be Minnesota -3 versus Northwestern. Northwestern's been terrible on the road. They're 1-8 on the road. That said, they're 5-4 against the spread on the road. So they have done a good job of keeping it somewhat close. But this Minnesota team's just better all around. So I like them -3 here. And then last play on the card is going to be Buffalo +15 versus Central Michigan. Central Michigan, not like they've dominated at home. They're 7-5 at home. I think we're seeing this line because Buffalo's 3-11 on the road. That said, they're 7-6 covering the spread on the road. So I think there's just a little too many points here. I think it should probably be closer to about 12.5. So we'll take Buffalo plus the 15. So those are the plays, guys. I appreciate you tuning in. As always, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see the bet tracker, that is something I've added. It's in the description below. You can click and see all the bets, units, things like that. And then while you're in there, join the Discord. Absolutely free. So appreciate you guys, and I will catch you in the next video.